The big interest was drawing. It's something I was doing right from the very beginning. I love to do it and engaged on it a lot, just on my own. Well, I'm Luis Alonso. I'm from New York now, but originally I was born in Cuba. And that was many years ago in 1952. I have a drawing that I made when I was very young. But the first one I really remember is I was drawing a dinosaur and just was so enthralled by the shapes and forms, and I was just trying to get them down on paper. Yeah, I was drawing a lot. Probably it was more from the imagination, and I drew a lot of boats and ships and planes, maybe more planes than anything else. I actually tried to arrange it so I would be taken out of classes and be put in an empty room with a desk so I could draw. But I only achieved that when I was a senior. Well, I went to college, and the college was RISD, the Rhode Island School of Design. And I went through a foundation year program there. And then I went through the whole 4 years, and I spent the last year, the senior year, in Italy on a special program that they had. It was pretty independent. It was your own independent research or work that you set up for yourself. And a lot of seeing, a lot of observation, a lot of going to museums and seeing the art all throughout Europe. And it's much easier to get inspired. You look at other work, you go for a walk. Like Picasso said, you go for a walk in the forest and you come back and you paint in green because you soaked all that in. Or you look at the work of artists that you like. And the artists that you like are really always indicative of a kind of a direction that you want to take. So just looking at them kind of fires you up again, and you not only get more stuff, but then you get challenged. And that challenge is a really powerful force to compare yourself to these other people when you're actually introducing an idea. It's easier than it looks, and it's harder than it looks. So you have to work with both of those things. But in general, sort of one of the biggest important things to get across, it's kind of one of the most general, but it's just that idea that it's not the facts, it's the feeling, and then you work toward the facts. I usually don't have a lot of trouble getting inspired, because when I work, the process is a big part of it, so I never know what I'm doing. It just keeps developing. And that's a really important part, because I end up in some place that I didn't know I was going to. And it takes a lot of trial and error to get there. The most important part is just don't accept what you've got.